Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where, full disclosure, I just got out of debug mode here, and there's some weird things that I was running into. Let me explain. So, if we go into Ammon right now, and this is not my first attempt at recording this episode, to be clear. If we go into Ammon right now, and we look to make a peace deal with them, you can see we're at 34 and 36. For the cost, right? Not too bad. That's acceptable. If we go into Western Delta, it's going to be a fair amount higher, 94 and 89. So we're not going to be able to fully annex Western Delta. But I was running into a weird problem where there is Tinos here. They are the war leader, and you can see that this is currently on fire. Macedon declared war on them, and had this occupied when the game was saved. With them as war leader, it's fine. We can definitely do that. But the moment that Macedon fully annexed them, everything completely broke. Peace deals immediately became 100% impossible, to the point where literally the only option was to white peace everything. For some reason, everything was costing over 100 war score and could not be claimed in the war. I have no explanation for why that happened. Now you might ask, well, what have you done about it? I simply enforced a white peace with Macedon. So Macedon white peaced Tinos and is no longer going to annex it. So I went into the debug mode, I switched to Macedon, I did a white peace, and then I saved and exited and turned off debug mode. So now we're in this situation, and hopefully that will make it so that this isn't a truly impossible situation at that point. Hopefully. We'll see. So we're victorious down over here in Alexandria, and these guys, yeah, they're just going to turn right back around and come in here. Like I said, this is not my first attempt at this, so I know broadly what's going to be happening here, and that's absolutely fine. I want to continue working our way through this. And I'm not going to change anything over what I would normally do with the knowledge that I have. So that's fine. We know that at this point, Carmana is leading a war of independence against us. That's these guys right here. And we're going to head directly down and go after them. So that seems fine. I'm actually thinking about sending these guys down there as well. So let's come down to here, and then down to here, and then, like, over to this, probably? Yeah, something along the lines of that should be fine. So Alexandria will fall in the eventual times. In theory. There we go. It actually fell right there. That's beautiful. And we're going to head over here. Now, this likes to rebel pretty quickly here. I've done this several times at this point because I was trying to figure out what was going on with the peace deal, but I think I now know. We've had a month tick, right? Let's make sure that a month tick goes by, and then let's take a look at what those peace offer values are. Hopefully this is fixed. So Gangra joins as well as Kuru. Yes, that's expected. And then if we come into Ammon here, we can see, yeah, this has remained where it is. Okay, so the issue is, in fact, Macedon moving the war leader. That's very interesting. So I want to go and land on Tinos here. Let's get that handled. Okay, so we just won the siege down this direction. That looks great. And let's take back some of this. We lost the siege of Tadmar up here. That's okay. We're going to need to do some work out this direction. So what I want to do right now is I want to be force marching over towards Jerusalem, and I want to push up into Tazor up here. That's the idea anyway. So we're sailing off over this direction. These guys should be here. So let's get that taken care of. This has been a giant mess. And I was completely willing... Yeah, these guys rebelled. That's expected. I was completely willing to continue forward with it as it was previously until I realized peace deals were literally impossible. And we had to grant everyone independence. That was not acceptable, to be clear. That's clearly a bug, and I'm not going to have that be a thing. Okay, so for now, I want to come back over this direction, take back Central Delta, And we're going to sail up over this direction. We're going to head in and take over their Wargle. Or rather, this is the Wargle right here. So we'll take that. That looks good. These guys are going to head down over this way. Now, I want to see what we've got going on over here. This siege is proceeding nicely. Okay, Samaria is rebelling. Yes, this is all expected. Like, look at this list. That's expected. Also, we've got this civil war issue going on here, and who's angry? We should definitely deal with this. There's a lot of people angry, mostly Hanan. Okay, so that is this guy. Gonna give him free hands. That solves that problem-ish. We've also got Zadok Hyrkanos, so that's this guy. We'll give him free hands. Okay, that's definitely helping matters. Next up, we would need to deal with a lot of these, actually. But, like, this guy? No, this is the wrong guy, isn't it? Meir Hakani. So that is not this one, not this one. Okay. I don't know who this is. Who is Meir Hakani? This guy. Right here. Okay, we'll bribe him. So that makes him loyal for now. That's now 20%. So Yitro Osai would be the next guy. That's this one. Not a lot we can do about him right now. I guess we could grant him stipends. Not okay with that, but sure. And that stops the civil war for now. Okay, good. We do not want a civil war at this time. We have a levy here? That's interesting. I'm not sure where these came from. Well, we're going to head down over this way for now. Okay, we stack wiped up over here. That's perfect. I want these guys to come in over this way. This guy's disloyal. He's at 30 right now. Let's reward his veterans. That'll reduce his power base. And that puts him at 27 for the moment. Let's just hold him a triumph, actually, and we'll kick him out of the command there. We're going to need a new commander here. This is in Arabia. Okay, so we'll put this guy in here. And we'll head on down. There we go. Okay, so these levies don't have leadership right now. That's understood. Yeah, they're going to take Jerusalem. Nothing we can really do about that right now. I want to head down here and start sieging. So that'll be fine for the moment. We really need to clean up some of these territories, right? But we've got a lot of sieges happening here. Now, this guy's currently disloyal here. We're going to need to bribe him. There we go. And he's going to come up over here. There we go. This is awkward out over here, but I don't think there's much we can do about it right now. Can we peace out anyone at this moment? It'd be a very good thing to be able to do. Unfortunately, as more provinces are piling into this rebellion, they're gaining a bunch of war enthusiasm. I don't think there's much we can do about that, but it is something that exists. Okay, we're going to sail on over here. There we go. And we won a battle down this way, at least for now. Where did these guys come from? I don't know. That's weird. I have no idea where they came from, but whatever. We lost a battle up over there with troops we didn't know we had. I guess that's fine. So we're going to sail in up over here. We're going to fight these guys up this way. Okay, Sigria, sure. And yeah, they've taken over our capital. That's rude, but not surprising. So at this point, Amman is at low war enthusiasm, as is Western Delta. Let's see what we can do with Amman. They have 21 reasons to not accept this. Okay, now they're fully occupied, so maybe now they'll be okay with it. They have 5 reasons to not accept it. Okay, what about Western Delta? How are things looking over here? 3 reasons to not accept that. Okay. Well, let's let this be for the moment. We can start to piece out some of these shortly. Tinos is currently at low war enthusiasm, but there's not much we can do about that. Shenikin. Let's see what we can do there. So that's these guys up over, or rather down over here. They would accept this. Okay, let's piece them out of here. So we'll lose half a point of aggressive expansion, and that's now dealt with. Okay, so now that will change the balance of power somewhat. Let's see if Ammon is interested in giving us some of this territory. They have 4 reasons not to. Okay, let's see about Western Delta. The only thing we can really do here is make them our client state. They have 2 reasons to not accept that. Okay, we won this siege, so that's really solid. Now what I want to do is I want to bring these guys back up to Jerusalem at this time. We're going to have to retreat these, and we're going to take them to Jerusalem as well. Okay, so that's looking relatively okay. This is fully occupied down here, Karmana, and actually we don't have this up here. We're going to need these guys to force march up to there, and I want these to force march to there for now. So Karmana will be under our control shortly. We can end that war soon. I'm wondering about Saravine at this time. They've been fully occupied for a while. We might be able to grab that. This works so much better when we're actually able to piece these out. Yeah, they're willing to accept that. Okay, so we'll get Saravine out of there. Beautiful. So Gangria is up over here, and Laconia is in this situation. Yeah, this looks fine-ish. I think we're winning that battle. Although it's awfully close. It's going to come down to rolls here. We're currently losing the battle. Okay, let's go ahead and retreat there. They brought in a bunch of reinforcements. So we're just retreating over to here, and we're going to move our fleet around over this way for now. Okay, so that's fine. We'll keep an eye on this situation, and we're actually going to move down to here, and we're going to put our fleet in here. Okay, that's fine. So we've got this under control right now, and I would very much like to get the rest of Lycia under control. Palmyrene is not under occupation right now, but Philistia is. And I'm wondering... Okay, they're bringing a bunch of reinforcements into Jerusalem. Looks like we're going to win that one, though. Okay, so we lost the Siege of Mabog. That's not shocking. How are we doing up in Karmana? Looks like we've almost got that under control. Unforced march here, unforced march here, and we're going to head down this direction for now. So Karmana will be completed incredibly soon. So we're victorious in Jerusalem. That's very good. Actually, yes, let's recruit this mercenary unit. Okay, I'm going to have them go on to unit reorg. Well, we're going to need them to actually finish this first. Siege of Kuru is now won. That's great. I don't even know what rebellion Kuru is part of. I guess it's these guys. Let's see if we can just directly piece them out. So here's Kuru. Yeah, they'll take that. Excellent. So Kuru is under our control, and we're going to start taking some territory down this way. I want these guys to come out over here. I don't suppose we could piece out Troglodynia yet. Let's see here. Yes, they would accept this. Do it. Okay, so that's great. Now these guys are going to have to retreat. Okay, so next I'd like to handle this situation up over here. So this would be Ammon next, ideally. They have 2 reasons to not accept this right now. Okay, so we would look at Central Delta and Western Delta, perhaps. So we would do... Central Delta is here. 20 reasons to not accept that currently. Okay, so let's do Western Delta. We're going to have to grant them some amount of autonomy here for Western Delta, but we are interested in making them be our client state. 0 reasons. Okay. So that's understood. I don't know what's happening here. Kuru joined a war of independence, and... Ah, we must have annexed Gera. That must be what's happening here. So we want to, or rather they want to battle over here. That's expected, reasonably. We're going to come out over this direction, and we want to get these guys out of here for the moment. Or at the very least, be on unit reorg. But we can't actually stop our navy here. Let's get here. Yeah, we're going to get fought here. That's very unfortunate. I would love to get retreated to somewhere, you know, halfway useful. Okay, so we're retreating up over here for now. That seems fine. So we're going to have to handle these situations out over here, right? So at this point, the question is, what is our current goal here? Well, we're trying to get this back under control, right? That's the idea. I want to get Philistia out of this war. So we're going to make our way out over this direction. Yes, I'm aware that these guys are being jerks. Let's get Philistia out of here. Okay, so that's done. Now, we can exit this war, which we should definitely do. There we go. Dropping our aggressive expansion a little bit further. So that's all dealt with now. So, out over this way, it all looks pretty clear. Let's head up over to here. Let's move these guys up this way as well. These are finished with their siege here, and we should come siege here. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, that's this out over here. Right. So all of this out here needs to be dealt with, right? That's absolutely a very top priority. Let's see if Philistia can be pieced out now. So, where are we at, Philistia? Here we are. They would not accept this. They have 31 reasons not to. What happened here? Why is this back to 99 war offer at this point? I don't know. That's interesting. They have 31 reasons to not accept this right now, and I'm not sure that that's going to change. So these guys are now rebelling as well. So if we check over here, did this change again on us? No, this did not. Interesting. I'm not entirely sure what we've got going on there. But regardless, we are making some headway here anyway. Rebellion here. Okay, let's get Napata under control for now. And we have an army down here. This guy is disloyal, but honestly, it's fine that he's down here. So I'd like him to come over this direction and get this under control. So we want to battle up over here. That looks fine. Let's head up over this direction for the time being, and I want these guys to start a siege up here. We're going to need to get some of this under control, right? So that's the current mission. We got caught up here too. Okay, where are we retreating to? Only right there. Oof. Well, that's gonna suck. We're gonna get stack wiped there. Very unfortunate, that. Okay. So that was stack wiped. Not much that we can do about that. Let's get out of here. And as far as this goes over here, we're going to need to make sure that this is fully under our control out over here. But for now, this is fine. We just need to continue piecing some of these out here and there, right? So Palmyrene. So we can't actually claim this. We don't have that occupied. So that's understood. I want these guys to no longer be on force march. Crete is joining the War of Independence. This is not surprising that we have all of these rebellions happening, right? Deeply, deeply unsurprising stuff. For right now, I would love... Oh, Ammon just went down to very low on their war enthusiasm. However, they took this back. That's very rude of them. Very, very rude indeed. So we've got these guys here, and we'd like to head up over to, like, here. And these guys are still black flagged. Wait, what? These rebelled again? Didn't we just take this back? I'm like 45% certain that we just took this. That means that we're going to have to walk all the way back to here, though. Okay. Wild. We do have a mission that we can complete, at least. Esther's Legacy, at long last. So there's that, and we're making some progress out over this way. What we need right now is to get Ammon out of this, but with this taken back, there's not much we can do about that. So for the moment, I want to check in. Western Delta is now on very low. They would become our client state. Done. So that is dealt with. They are now our client state, and that should be good. So next would be Ammon or Tazor, which is these guys up here. They're not occupied. So for the moment, not too much to be done there. We're just going to have to systematically go through this and knock these out one at a time is the way that this is going to have to go from here. So Memphis is joining a war of independence against us now. So that's these guys here. Okay, let's send this force not that way. That is a terrible direction to go. Let's send them up over like that. Okay, China has a crisis. Good for them. And like I said, we're just going to have to do this one rebellion at a time at this point. So that's understood. I want these guys to be in port, like out over here for now. And get in here and fight this. Okay. So how are things looking out over this direction? We're almost arrived here. And we're still capping up over this direction. Sure. So these guys have managed to cap their territory back. Understood. Down this direction, we're working on it. And we're going to come back up over here, like so. There we go. Sieging happening here. Okay. Okay, so this is now fallen. That's excellent. We're going to head up over here. This is auto-capping. We'll let that happen. And then Samaria still has territory down here. So we should actually move these guys down to here and get that under control. This is going to be ridiculous in terms of the constructions that's going to need to happen after this. This is going to be insane, for the record. Absolutely bonkers. So we have an invention, and we can grab a religious advancer here, and I want to grab career negotiators, get that over with. Okay, so there's that done. Fantastic. Cool. So we're just going to be knocking these out one at a time, right? Babylonia, we've got more people rebelling against us. None of this is shocking, to be clear. We know that this is going to happen. There's a lot more provinces that are going to rebel eventually. Okay, let's get these guys eliminated. We won a siege out over this direction. So this is Media Atropine. Okay, so that is these guys. Napata is unfortunately part of that for some reason. So there's that. We're going to need these guys to head down to here. Okay, I want you up here. There we go. That's a lot of money. We're running out of money, so we need to say no to that. Okay, so at this point, we need to try to piece out Samaria or Philistia. Either would be good. I would really like Philistia to be willing to be pieced, but they have 27 reasons not to. They're very not into that. So next up would be potentially Central Delta. Let's see what we've got going on there. So in Central Delta, in here somewhere, there it is. They have 16 reasons. Okay, noted. And I'm not surprised that these guys got caught up here. That's deeply unsurprising, in fact. Okay, so we're just looking to knock these out a few at a time, right? These guys are joining a war of independence. Not surprising. Okay, there's that done. Now we're going to head up over here. Let this auto-cap. And we lost a bunch of sieges. Yeah. I'm not surprised about that either. Okay, so there's, in theory, the Siege of Axum as well. Okay, that's probably a very good thing. Let's head up to here next. And we're going to need to get Samaria out of this. So this is all auto-capped. Looks good. So where is Samaria in this list? It's in here somewhere. There it is. Okay, 126. So we can't actually take all of their territory. We're going to have to make them be a client state, but they would not accept that. Okay. So we're going to need to move up over this direction for now. That's understood. And we're going to need to find other ways to get some war score here, right? So that's understood for sure. This is occupied, so that looks okay. This is going to be a problem going forward, but we will get that handled. So Lycia is going to be a thing. We're going to need to get Tazor under our control. That'll happen very, very soon indeed. These guys are going to move up to here in Arvad. Okay. So there's that. And this is now being fully capped. Let's move up to here. And let's just finish off these auto caps and see if we can piece anybody out. Also, I'm interested in seeing about Napata down here. Yeah, these guys really need more work. Okay, we just won this siege. So that's something anyway. Let's come down here and fight this army. Approximately like that. Okay, let's get this capping going. So I would like to see if Tazor would be willing to exit at this point. So that is these guys. Well, we can't do it this way, so we're going to have to make them be a client state. They would accept that, though. So we'll do that, and we will start integrating these client states eventually. So that's okay. Would Samaria be willing to exit now? Let's find out. So if we made them a client state, yes. Okay. What about Philistia? So we're definitely making some progress here. But we're going to have to integrate all of these. It's fine. We can do that, but this is not ideal by any means. So Philistia here. They have 13 reasons. They'd be a client state, though. We'll do it. I want them out of this. So we're just going to have to go through and make this all happen, right? So at this point, yeah, we can see all of these are at low war enthusiasm. We're going to have to go through these and get this taken care of. That's going to be absolutely necessary. Let's head out over here and get some of this capping going. And as far as these guys go, they can head in over here. Let's see about getting Axum fully auto-capped, although there's some Axumite territory up over here, actually. So we're not quite going to be able to do that. Understood. Well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue to work on getting all of these rebellions taken care of. I think it's starting to feel like it's slowing down in terms of rebellions starting up, and we're able to start taking some of these out. So that is looking very good. We're going to have to absolutely be annexing a lot of territory over here, and that's going to take some time to recover, but this was always going to take a while to recover from. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Andy McGar, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.